Hey guys, we're back up here in western North Carolina. We got a beautiful evening sunset. We're doing a little plowing. I got one row done. It's been a terrible spring rush this year with the mowing and landscaping, so I'm just now getting out here to kind of get back into the groove of things with our corn. So I figured I'd give y'all a little update. We're doing some plowing today. I'm gonna be doing some tomorrow too. We've been doing some shearing on our trees, and that's kind of been it. Other than that, I've been full bore mowing and landscaping. It's just that time of the year. I'm finally gonna get me a little help, so that'll give it an ease up on it. I'll get a little more time to do some farming. So I'm just gonna get to plowing, and I'll give y'all an update whenever we get done. Alrighty guys, the old plow, it's running pretty good. I'm happy with it. We ain't broke no shear bolts yet, but now that I've said that, we'll break one on this run. We've got about 4 passes done so far. I don't know how many we'll get to do. Hopefully these lights on this tractor still work, and then we'll be able to do a little bit into the night too. So I'll just keep y'all updated. I'll get out the tractor right here, and I'll show y'all the progress we've made. This old dirt's looking good and black. I like it like that. So that just means that it's gonna grow good corn. Hopefully we'll get in here and we'll be able to find some arrowheads after it rains a little bit and washes this dirt down. As you can tell, this over here where we've already plowed, it looks pretty good. I've already went through here trying to find the arrowheads. I never did find any. Here, I'll take y'all over here to the seed bed. We planted these little babies about 4 years ago, and I mean, that's some pretty good seed plants right there. We're gonna get them into some transplant beds, and then after that, heck, they'll be ready to put in the field after about 1 or 2 years. With the size of these, heck, they may be ready in 1 year in the transplant bed, and they'll be ready for the field. But I guess we're gonna get to plowing a little bit more, and I'll show y'all how much progress I get done in between whenever now and between whenever I quit. So we'll see what we get done. guys, my plans for this field that we're plowing right now, I'm gonna put some sweet corn, and it's gonna be peaches and cream. That's gonna be the sweet corn variety that I'm planting over here. I guess it's probably gonna, I bought about 3.5 pounds, so I think that'll plant all of this over here. And then in that field, in our big field that I did last year, that actually produced some corn, I'm gonna put the same thing in it. It's gonna be G90, the same thing as last year. I really honestly loved that corn variety. It had such a good taste, and I love a good bicolor corn. The candy corn, it had a more of a starchy kind of flavor. I don't know if I waited too late to pick it. I don't know. I don't really know what went on with it, but I did not like it near as much as I like that G90. Well guys, we're about done plowing. I've probably got about 2-3 more passes, and then I'll be finished. It's pretty dark out, so I don't know if you'll be able to see it too good, but I'll be up here tomorrow, and I'll show it to you in the daytime. And I'll probably do some more plowing tomorrow, hopefully, if we can get them trees sheared in time. I guess it's just gonna be me and Dad and Big John, and maybe Chavine might come too, but I guess it's probably just gonna be us four. So we'll see how much we get done. We got a few stalks out here. They're laying on the ground, but most of them, we got most of them buried. I'm pleased with it, and then that tiller, it'll chop them suckers up. So I think it will be great. I think we're in good shape for the year. I'm excited to see what kind of difference plowing will make versus just like we cultivated last year. I got a late start. So we just cultivated everything, and then there was still a bunch of weeds and stuff, and it was just that old dirt that had been on the top of the ground for years. So I'm excited to see what this dirt that we rolled over, and I'm excited to see what it yields this year. I'm curious to see how these big chunks here, how all that's gonna till up. As you can tell, we're ready to plow. It's got some weeds and everything growing up. But there's a tree down about halfway out in the field. So I don't know if I'm gonna get halfway done today. But if so, I'm gonna have to try to pick it up with them forks and move it, because I did not bring a chainsaw. Didn't think I'd need one. This ground, it's a little bit more rocky, so I ain't as going as deep, but it's plowing up pretty good. I'm really excited for this growing season. I know that we're going to put out 2 different fields of sweet corn. I'm not sure. Hopefully I'm going to get at least 1 more small field up here, sweet corn, that I'm going to be able to plant. But what I'm really excited about is the corn maze that we're going to be putting in Johnson City. I've always wanted to put a corn maze in ever since I was young. And I've always tried to talk Dad into it. And he's kind of always just said it probably won't work, it may not work. But this year I've got him talked into it, and so I've got the go-ahead, and I am not gonna give up on that opportunity. It's what I've wanted ever since I was a little kid, and so we're gonna do it this year, and we're gonna see how it works out. I have zero clue about a corn maze. I've been to them, but have no clue how to run them. But I've always figured out the best way to do something is just go ahead, jump on into it head first, and then figure out the problems later. Problems are going to happen anything that you do, even if you're the most prepared you can be. So might as well just do it, and whenever the problems come, that's whenever it's time to figure them out. I just hope that we have a few people come out this year, and we get to make a few families' falls better. That's all I care about. We're going to try to do a few field trips and educate the young'uns about just agriculture and where their food comes from, because there's not too many people that are involved with farming anymore like it used to be. Everybody used to pretty much know where their food came from, who grew it, or kind of how it was grown at least. But nowadays we kind of went to the grocery store. That's all everybody knows, is just my food comes from the grocery store and a farmer grows it. They don't really have too many farmers trying to educate them and let them know how their food gets grown and why it's not bad for them to eat what we grow on our farms. I just want people to feel safe and let them know that we're growing the right stuff at Rome Valley Farms. And I also remember one of the prime times whenever I was a kid was whenever it was fall time and it was time to go to a corn maze and get scared. I always remember whenever that just fall air smell hit, I was always ready to go to a corn maze. We've got Stickley's, Finder's Farm. There's not too many more around us. We've got Frightmare Manor, but it gets probably 45 minutes away from where we live. So I just remember all the ones that was open whenever I was a kid, and I don't want this generation coming up to have to miss out on all that fun that we used to have whenever we was kids. And I'd really love for it to be the best corn maze in East Tennessee by the time we get done with it. But it definitely ain't going to be that the first year. Well, probably not. But that's what my goal always is to try to be the best at what I do. And if we fall short of that, then that's a pretty good goal to fall short of. Well guys, as you can tell, I've got one AirPod in but not the other. I think that sucker fell out of my pocket. And it's underground somewhere, but it'll be alright. Might turn up, might not, whatever. But we got 2 runs plowed. It's doing good. We ain't broke no shear bolts yet, so we're just gonna keep on rolling. Well, I'll give Apple credit on one thing. I was going through my phone trying to see if I could find my iPhone and connect it to my AirPods. Well, I've been doing a little digging in here, and I don't know how, but it was just right here. It was up under this first run. I don't know how I got so lucky, but heck, it was like a dang dog tracker, like a little Garmin app. It just beeped whenever I was near it, and then I started digging in that dirt right there, pulling out a few sticks, and it said here, and I kept pulling stuff out, and I was like, there ain't no way. And I pulled it out, it come out that AirPod, so I'm just the happiest man in the world right now. I definitely asked God for this AirPod to help me find it, and He did, so that just shows you the power. You can't never underestimate the power of prayer. We finally broke one. She's hanging a little different. I guess all I gotta do is try to kick her back up in there, and we'll put a little shear bolt right in that little pinhole. Booyah, baby. That's all you do is just take that shear bolt, you stick it through there, and heck, you good to go. I don't even throw a nut or nothing on them. Hell, I shear them off too fast. None of them's got on them. So, we're ready to roll again. That must be a bad son of a bitch. Hell, it just got it again, and I was barely in the fucking ground. So we'll see if we can break a third one. We're gonna try for a third time here. Let's see if we can do it. Right there it is. It's gonna snap that sucker off again. See? there's part of it right there. And heck, it was breaking the shear bolt on this over here, so I guarantee it's this wide. I'm damn sure not digging in that dirt just to find that big ass rock, but I already found it with that plow, so I know where it's at. But hey, that's a pretty good sized rock. Let's see if we can hit any more, I reckon. I'm not really sure what we're going to be putting down here this year. I know we're going to be putting some taters down here. Dad, he always puts taters down here. I don't know if he's going to fill the field up this year or not. I think that he was going to go and space them a little closer because he isn't going to use that tiller. He's just going to probably use a cultivator. So we'll see how that works out. And I don't know if we don't just plant taters down here, I don't know what else we'll plant, because I think I've got at least 2 more fields that I'm going to put corn in, plus the one down in Johnson City, so I definitely don't think we need no more corn. I'm going to try to do a little popcorn this year. I don't know how many fields I'm going to do, but I know I'm going to run at least probably 2 fields of sweet corn. I know I'm going to grow G90, and then I'm going to grow the peaches and cream as well. That's my 2 favorite varieties I've found so far. I like to kind of throw a different one in the mix, but I kind of want to try a little popcorn this year because I saw Gavin Spoor on, I think it was Barn Talk podcast, and I saw him and heard his podcast, and I know he grows popcorn, and I think that popcorn would grow great with our corn maze that we're going to put on in the fall. I'm going to try to do a little kettle corn while we're up there. I'm going to try to find a kettle corn popper, just a kettle, and try to figure out how to do it, do a few runs before we open up in the fall, just to make sure that I can cook it or somebody can cook it. I might try to get a kettle corn truck up there, who knows. I'd say that I'm going to have a little too much on my plate this first year at the corn maze. So we'll see how it works out. I'll definitely keep y'all informed as we go along.
as I need it. I want to do a little limb recovery, but other than that, we're good. We fucked that son of a bitch all tail up, but that don't matter, it's dead anyway. Let's get back to plowing.
I'd say I ain't gonna get everything done before dark, but I figured I'd show y'all the progress. It's doing good. The old plow, rust is already ground off of it. The dirt's took care of that. The heck, it's looking pretty good. I don't know, I'll say that we'll get done before dark. Only got that but before I go home today. I only got that little bit, and then I missed a little bit on that top corner way up there. So I'm gonna have to go back and get it, but we'll just see what we can get done. Well, I don't know how good y'all can see this, but I got her done just in the nick of time. There's that clean line right there, and then heck, we got her all plowed. I got that top corner that I missed too, and then now we get to look at this pretty view of the beautiful North Carolina mountains. I wanted to show y'all some of these pictures while I was up here. This was from whenever we took the tree to the White House. That was my pa and Bill Clinton shaking hands. And Ma and Dad, and then Pa's dad in the background. That's Big John on the left, Pa, Hillary Clinton, Ma, and then Dad. There they all are in the Oval Office. I don't know how good you can see that because of the light glare. And then there's another picture of all of them just in the White House. There was the tree that they took. They carted it in that wagon, and then behind 2 Clydesdale horses, I'm pretty sure. And then that was Dad, Big John, Ma, Hillary, and then Paul. That was the tree whenever it was decorated up. And I'm pretty sure it was in the blue room of the White House, if I'm not mistaken. And then here were the state championship plaques. And then here was the co-grand champion plaque. It's a co-grand champion because there's 2 different trees. They only have the contest every 2 years. So there's 2 different trees that win it. and so the champion gets to pick the year that they want to bring it down. And so we got to pick which year we wanted to bring it down, and so that meant we were the champion. But that was in '92 at the Spokane convention. Here's just an old plaque, another old plaque. You gotta have a vase up here. Here's some old newspaper articles from back in the day. That was in '92. But as you can tell, we're really proud of our trees around here. I'm very thankful to be raised up on a tree farm and get to know everything about this and just get to learn every day. Right here was whenever we were flying it out, that was the helicopter the day that we cut the tree and flew it out. I wasn't alive back then, but that's what they did. If y'all want to check any of that stuff out, I'm sure it's online. But we were I think we took it in '93. We took the tree in '93. So if y'all ever want to look any of that up, I just wanted to give you that information and share those pictures with you. Alrighty guys, we're done for the day. It was a great day of plowing and shearing and everything else. I'm about killed out, ready to go to the house. It's 8:55 right now. I'm about to lock everything up and head home. But I really appreciate y'all watching these videos. Tell me if I can do anything different to make them better for you to watch. Just let me know in the comments. And other than that, just thank y'all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And if there's anything y'all would like to see, I'm going to get some videos of us planting the corn again. I'm going to get some videos of us planting them taters. I know some of y'all wanted to see that. And then I'm definitely going to get some more videos of us harvesting them taters this year. But if there's anything else that y'all want to see or interested in, just let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to make a video on it. Alrighty guys, I'll see y'all on the next one.